two of the UFC's most relentless fighters clash in a highly contested showdown. Umar Nurmagomedov, the undefeated Dagestani phenom, versus Merab Dvalishvili, the cardio king with a relentless pace. Who takes the win in this battle of wills and skills? Let's break it down. Umar Nurmagomedov grew up wrestling from a very young age, under the guidance of the legendary Nurmagomedov family. On top of that, he trained in Muay Thai to sharpen his striking. He took his first amateur fights in 2016, where he fought an incredible 4 times in just 2 nights. Only a month later, at 20 years old, he made his pro debut. From there, Umar went on a tear, racking up a perfect 12-0 record before getting the call to join the UFC in 2021. In the UFC, Umar has proven to be one of the most well-rounded young fighters in the bantamweight division. He has an elite wrestling foundation paired with sharp grappling skills, making him a threat in almost every position. Umar's takedown arsenal is incredibly diverse. He mixes in body locks, singles, doubles, and trips with excellent timing and fluid chain wrestling. His transitions on the ground are smooth, and once he gets to dominant positions, he's a dangerous submission threat, especially when he gets to the back. When it comes to striking, Umar brings a Muay Thai and Taekwondo-based style to the table. He mixes kicks to the head and legs well, with a wide range of strikes from distance, solid speed, and respectable power. His output is consistent, his cardio is reliable, and he keeps the pressure on his opponents from start to finish. He trains out of Eagles MMA and AKA, showing the same discipline and fighting IQ that runs deep in the Nurmagomedov camp. Some of his key wins include victories over Corey Sandhagen, Raoni Barcelos, Saidyokub Kakramonov, and Beksat Almakan. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall with a 69-inch reach, Umar competes at bantamweight and fights out of an orthodox stance. At 29 years old, he's in his athletic prime, but still has room to grow. The biggest question mark around Umar is his level of competition. He hasn't faced a wide variety of elite styles yet, not including Corey, and he's shown moments of vulnerability when hit with big shots. However, his skill set and potential make him one of the most exciting rising stars in the division. Merab Dvalishvili's journey into MMA started with a background in Sambo and Judo, which he began training in as a young kid. As a teenager, he transitioned into MMA, taking his first amateur fight in 2013 at 22 years old. A year later, he made his professional debut and built a solid 7-2 record before earning his spot in the UFC in late 2019. Merab's style is built on an exceptional wrestling foundation. His chain wrestling is top tier, and he utilizes a wide variety of takedown techniques, including singles, doubles, body locks, and throws. He relentlessly pushes the pace, constantly closing the distance and putting his opponents under pressure. On the ground, he has strong top control and delivers relentless ground and pound, effectively targeting both the head and body. In the clinch, Merab works well along the fence, using pressure, knees, and a physical style to wear opponents down. While his striking is still developing, he's incorporating a kickboxing base into his arsenal. He's aggressive, comes forward, and has decent power in his hands. What makes him stand out, though, is his toughness and unmatched cardio. He's a fighter who simply doesn't stop. Training out of Syndicate MMA and Serra Jiu-Jitsu, Merab has built an impressive resume in the UFC. His key wins include dominant performances against Sean O'Malley, Henry Cejudo, Peter Yan, Jose Aldo, Rolfion Stotts, and Marlon Moraes. Standing at 5 feet 6 inches with a 68-inch reach, Merab fights at bantamweight out of an orthodox stance. Now 34 years old, he's in the later stage of his career, but remains a relentless force in the division. However, his striking defense is a noticeable weakness. He's slow on the feet and takes a lot of damage in exchanges. Additionally, his lack of a jiu-jitsu game limits his finishing ability on the ground. Despite these shortcomings, Merab's relentless style and wrestling-heavy approach make him a nightmare matchup for anyone in the bantamweight division. In the co-main event, we have one of the most intriguing matchups on the card, featuring 2 quiet yet elite bantamweights. With the bantamweight title on the line, Merab Dvalishvili faces Umar Nurmagomedov in what could be his toughest test yet. Merab is coming off an impressive title win over Sean O'Malley and is riding an 11-fight win streak built on relentless grappling, unmatched cardio, and sheer toughness. On the other side, Umar Nurmagomedov, a younger member of the legendary Nurmagomedov family, is getting his first shot at UFC gold. Unlike the typical reputation his last name brings, Umar stands out as a highly technical striker with elite kickboxing skills, while still maintaining high-level grappling. Stylistically, this matchup is one of the worst for Merab out of anyone in the ranked bantamweight division. Umar's striking and movement are leagues ahead of what Merab has faced before, and his grappling ability ensures he won't be neutralized in the clinch like some of Merab's previous opponents. While Merab was able to nullify Sean O'Malley's movement, Umar's superior grappling and defensive awareness make him a much tougher challenge. I expect Umar to use his sharp hand speed and movement to keep Merab at bay early on. He'll likely avoid heavy kicks to minimize the risk of takedowns. The first round might be low output and more of a feeling out process, but as the fight progresses, Merab will start to take more risks, crashing forward to make it a scrappier fight. However, even if Merab gets Umar to the fence, I believe Umar's defensive awareness and ability to escape will limit Merab's damage. Unlike Merab's previous opponents, Umar will have more time and space to strike, which should prevent Merab from dominating with cage control or scoring significant points. This could turn into a frustrating fight for Merab, as his usual pressure might not be enough to wear down an opponent as well-rounded as Umar. While Merab's toughness and relentless pace will keep him competitive, I see Umar outpointing him over 5 rounds, or possibly finding a late TKO finish. Either way, I predict Umar Nurmagomedov walks away as the new bantamweight champion. That's it for this breakdown. Let me know in the comments who you think takes the win, Merab or Umar. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on more fight analysis. This is Punch and Grapple, and I'll catch you in the next one.